So here we are. What are we going to do? First of all, let me tell you this. I've created a chessboard and chess figures, and I did it basically using my mill, which is sitting up there. And yeah, let me show you some of the pieces. This one is and this is what I'm going to do right now. This was a test piece, right? It's a horse, or I don't know what it is called in English. I think it's a horse. In German it is called a Springer. And it basically, I don't know, what I find very cool about it is that it has the shape of like it moves. It moves just the way it looks. And this is great because in this sense it kind of becomes tutorial, like in itself. Just looking at the chessboard explains you how to play the game, even though for like the horse doesn't move exactly like that. Like if you're familiar with chess, you would know that it would have to be 2 up and then sidewise. But since every piece is like, I'm gonna show you the pieces right now. Since every piece is basically a cube. This is a bishop, right? This is the white bishop. Here we go. This is the black bishop. I stained them with I'm not sure what it is called, stain. Yeah, and as you can see, they are all cubes. Here we go. This is I guess you can guess it. It's it is called tower. In German, it is called Turm. Yeah, rook. It's the rook. The queen and the king. If you, I mean, theoretically, you could interchange these. Make this the king and this the queen. Like, who cares? So here we are. These are these pieces. Well, I used this stuff, right? Which is called Hartwachsöl. I wish I knew how to translate this stuff into English. Wait, I could actually try it. And if you like, it is used to oil these pieces, and they become see the difference? You can see the difference, maybe, I guess. And not only do they look different, it's like, I don't know, it's basically like wax. It takes quite a while for them to dry if you do this. I did this like, I don't know, I think I did it once or twice, and I used quite a lot, and it took very long to dry. So this time I'm going to try to use a little bit less and do a little bit do it a little bit more often. And yes, so that is that. And since they are quite fresh, I don't know if you can see this, probably not. The edges are quite rough on these ones, like on some of them, right? The white pieces, especially because the pieces that I stained, the black pieces, I've been sanding off. Like, this is what I got this sandpaper for. I've been sanding off previously, and like before staining them, right? But the white pieces I haven't sanded so far. So this is what is going to happen, and once I've sanded all of them, I'm gonna lacquer them with this wax oil, which is, in my opinion, is the greatest stuff. I think it is highly toxic and quite dangerous, and you don't want this stuff on your skin. So maybe I'm gonna wear gloves. This is not the worst idea. It's good that I'm telling you this. See, I wouldn't have thought of this if I didn't have told you. If I hadn't told you. So here we go. Then we have some gloves. Gonna come in handy later. So there's that. Since I wanted to talk about a little about stuff, and I wanted to make good use of my time. My wig is not sitting ideal now. Anyways, it is what it is. So how are we going to start? Just sanding. I'm going to show you first of all this. Then you have seen all the pieces. Like, okay, on this one you can see it pretty much. Look, there's this these rough edges right here. There's still, like, I don't know, it's from the sawing, right? Even if the, yeah, you can see it like this. Even if the splinters and stuff, this one is a little bit dirty as well, actually. There's some dust that has gathered on it, wherever that comes from. Yeah. So now there's that. Black pieces, white pieces. I'm gonna have to sand the white pieces. Oh, and first of all, like now, before I start lacquering, because then it's not going to work anymore, I'm gonna show you basically like all the pieces together for once. Look, these are the pieces. The horse, the pawn, king, respectively queen. Bishop. And rook. There we are. Look, isn't this amazing? I mean, you can tell me this is not amazing, but I wouldn't believe you, because this is so great. Look how this looks. I love it. Honestly, I love it. And it's like, since, oh no, I bought, this is a little bit unfortunate. The queen is a little bit too tall. I just realized. Like, if it were to be a little bit smaller, I could create a box that would fit it like perfectly, you know? Since the pawns are are the size of the head of the king, and you can fit half of the pawns like on top of this. Sadly, they are not. Oh, you can store it like this, you know, which is, I don't know, I feel like I think this is amazing. Tell me whatever you want. If I think this is amazing. And so there's that. And let me tell you a little bit about this. This is gonna look so great. No, it's not, but it's fine. Let me tell you a little bit about this this game of chess. Wait a second, I'm gonna check. Wait, I have to do a thing first. So here we are. I'm gonna bring in the thing that I was gonna show you. This is basically the design, right? Look, I could create a box like this as well. These edges are a little bit sharper than mine, but I feel like mine became quite well too, actually, to be honest. Yeah, mine are not as they're quite clean, and once I've lacquered them, they're gonna look great. They're gonna look really, really great. I mean, the design is slightly altered. So it's not. Anyways, doesn't matter. Here we are. Fits into each other so perfectly as well. I love this. I love it. But I shouldn't play with these. I'm not ready. I want to finish this. This is what I'm here for. Getting the job done. So here we go. Okay. First of all, Hardwick. I remember a different name, interestingly enough. But the knight. It is not the knight. It's the not the horse. It's the knight, of course. L-shaped block. No ornaments, no figures. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show this. Maybe I'm just not going to show this. Okay, here I am, back again. This is this is actually inspired by. Wait. So here we are again. This is actually inspired by Joseph Hardwick. And he is he's a designer from the Bauhaus movement, and this is this was created at a time when let me sand this whilst talking to you. I hope the sanding is not too loud. We'll see. So, this was created in a time of industrial revolution, and in a time where minimalistic and functional design was very popular, especially in Germany, which is characteristic for the Bauhaus movement. The Bauhaus movement, as I understand it, is the combination of minimalism, functionality, and design elements that that are like make it minimalistic, make it functional, and make it beautiful at the same time. Right? This is the idea. And I adore these chess pieces. And when I first saw them, I thought to myself, I should really, I don't know, I should really, since they looked quite, it looked manageable, right? I had ideas, and I thought it would be quite manageable to to create pieces like this, and even with handy tools. And I had a saw. I had a vise, so I could clamp down the pieces and use the saw precisely. And I created a few pieces. This one is actually created with the saw. And if you ask me, like with a saw, and but if you look closely, this is not perfectly straight, right? For me, it was like, yeah, that is good enough. Since I was just gonna recreate it and play with it. But yeah, well, I'm gonna do another break actually before we keep going with this. But first, let me sand the fourth side of this knife down. Oh, not clean enough. And I can create them like now. This is my first attempt, right? Now I can create them. Now I can create them way cleaner. It just takes quite a while to create them, because I'm creating them on my mill, basically hand milling them, and I'll show you my mill soon, right? I'll show you my mill soon. Trying to figure out, yeah, this one was created on the mill. This one was created in the mill, and it is already infinitely more precise. It's just so like on the dot precision. Sharp, clean edges. I love this about them. And yeah. You see that? The camera doesn't do it justice. Trust me, they're beautiful. It is what it is. And I think that I'm going to maybe buy a little tool so I can create them easier. And yeah, I don't know, I think I'm going to sell these, or at least offer to sell these on an Etsy shop. I guess, I don't know, if anyone is interested in this, watching this channel, I would love to, I don't know, create them for you. If you're interested, I have to think about the price because it takes quite a while to create them. But now, since we are now gonna have to send this, finish this thing. So yeah, the first ones, this is where we took off a little bit. The first ones I created by hand, just with a saw and a vise, and they came out pretty good. By now I've ruined every piece, that I've initially sawed, because I sawed using the mill, right? I could improve them, but I actually ruined them. But this is not the worst thing, because this way I learned how to use the mill, even though now the history of how I created this got a little bit lost. Which is actually like, this would be a perfect way to transition to what I was gonna talk about to you, what I was actually wanting to talk about to you. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this and make this 2 separate videos, I guess. Anyways, the Bauhaus movement started in part as this is what I wanted to talk about. This is why I bought the mill, right? Wait, I'm gonna take the mill, show it to you, and then talk about this. There it is. I love this thing. I really do. It's so amazing. Me and my mill. Here it is, a mill. This one is a Proxon MF70. It's yeah, I think I bought it used. Online. Not sure anymore. Did I buy it used? It wasn't it's quite expensive. Actually, it's not that cheap. But actually, I don't know, for what you're getting, I feel like it is a good price. And apparently, you can... I ruined my vise, right? Look, I don't know if you can see this. There it is. I milled into this aluminum vise, which is horrible. I feel like I ruined it. But it still works. It still works perfectly fine. It's just, I don't know, it's just got a little bit damaged. I was wondering when I bought this, because what I actually wanted to do was, I really went deep into this milling rabbit hole for a while. And because I was thinking about creating a water cooling system for my computer, and a lot of the cooling blocks are hellishly expensive, and radiators as well. And then I looked on AliExpress, and there were these aluminum radiators, and I really wanted to do this, right? in the end I never did, because so far maybe it's going to happen someday, because I thought it was hella expensive, and yeah, and I actually adored the idea to make my own water blocks, milling some aluminum, and because I really got fascinated by milling and stuff while doing some research about thermodynamics and how cooling works, right? Yeah, what can I say? It really fascinated me, and yeah, which leads me to, this is why I showed you this. This thing is very, very capable of milling aluminum. You won't have a lot of problems milling aluminum. It's just, I don't know. It's true. It's quite, this took out quite a big chunk, right? And I don't know if you can see this. It went like butter. It went like butter. I didn't feel a lot of difference when comparing to the wood. I'm gonna put this here. Maybe I shouldn't. Anyway, let's here. This is actually like, this is some kind of miniature, right? To be honest, but it is very functional and very capable. It is so, in this sense, it is not only a miniature, but actually a very, very handy tool that I really, really enjoy having. Yeah. So here we are. This is coming to a point where maybe I'm happy with this. At least I'm close to happy with it. And the Bauhaus movement and especially this set is in a sense, and I said this, I repeat this for the what knows time by now, but in its sense it's a child of industrial revolution, where mills like these one that you see behind me became widely more widely available to people, and people were able to use these things on a broader scale. Many people were able to afford time on the mill. Not to say that these people who created this stuff, they were still avant-garde, right? They were still leaders in their field when this was created, as far as I remember. Joseph Hardwick is the name, I think. I'm not sure if I already told you so. Anyway, now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. Yes. Because I don't know. I remember looking at these pictures of this piece of these chess pieces, and I remember thinking to myself, how are the people able to create such sharp edges? How were they able to create these edges? I think this is where my journey into the milling rabbit hole started. Turned out the answer was the mill. And maybe I shouldn't tell you about this, because I might actually consider buying a mill, but you would actually have to be quite invested into this whole milling stuff. So I guess it is fine. And not only do you have to invest in the milling stuff, you also have to you'll also have to be willing to spend all the time and effort to making these chess pieces. And I guess the offer that I'm making is still gonna be enticing either way. If you want to follow the rabbit hole, I guess you can do that as well. But yeah, so there's that. Chess pieces. Very cool story. Very cool story, if you ask me. And mills are extremely fascinating. One day, I dream of possessing a lathe. A lathe and a mill. It's the perfect combination. You know, if you have a lathe and a mill, you know what you can do? You can create lathes and mills. This is so stupid, but I love it. I love it. I was thinking, what would I do if I had a lathe? I would create a mill. Using my mill and my lathe. Yeah, it's true. I would definitely do this. And I totally feel the spirit of industrialization. It is so, I don't know. What can I tell you? I love it. I love this stuff. Anyways. One day I'm gonna possess a lathe. Telling you. Maybe I'm gonna do a video. Where I'm gonna build one myself. That would be an interesting future. That would be a cool future. That would be a future. That would be nicer than a future in which I'm, I don't know, assassinated by who knows who, spies, agents, locked in an insane asylum for being an insane witch, for being transgendered, like being a terrorist, just for being. Yeah. And this is a thing that I wanted to talk about today. Enough of laces and mills for now. And let's step into the spicy topics. First of all, I'm gonna finish this piece. Then I'm gonna make a cut. And then I'm gonna come back and start rambling about the stuff that has happened to me. Because I don't know, I've already recorded a video where I was panicking, and I don't know. This time I'm gonna re-record the video and see where it leads. And yeah, since I don't know, maybe you can tell the whole Laces and Mills thing was a freestyle. I wish I had a. Yeah, I really wish I had a tool for this shit. It would be so infinitely much easier. So much easier. It would look so incredible. I don't know. I'm gonna buy one today. Definitely. I want to make more of these chesses. Really see if I can sell these guys. Hope that it's legal. But why wouldn't it? Yeah, it is an altered variant. It's not even the original one. It is an altered variant. It's true. It's just heavily inspired. If anyone is interested in this, I'm gonna create an Etsy store, sell it to you. Just gonna be linked in the video description. Maybe I could check if there's a local store that is selling. There actually is one. I know this one store. I know this one local store. I actually know people who know the owner of the store, to be honest. These people might actually be willing to put my chess pieces into their store. That would be fun, right? That would be so cool. And it's actually a store that is focusing on games, like board games. It's the perfect place, right? Perfect place for my chess pieces to sit. This might actually work. Like, how would they work? Would they buy my pieces, put them in their... Oh, this is an amazing idea. It's the best idea. Yeah, let's pray I will survive. How far did I send this one down? I sent this down quite a bit. I actually sent it out all of them. You see, I don't know. When I've cut them, they got these little burn marks. Yeah, you can see it quite well. On this side, I nearly... yeah, there it is. I nearly sanded it down to a point where you can see it anymore. Maybe I should use different wood. Fine, wood, birch wood or something like this. This one is I love this wood. I just love it so much. Anyway. I'm gonna keep using this wood because I love this wood. I really do. Maybe I can give you options. I know people who know how to source wood. I actually know quite a few people who know how to source wood. I know woodworkers. This is interesting. I just realized. Sometimes it feels like the universe is giving you... See, sometimes you have this feeling when sometimes you feel like the stars align, right? Everything comes together. I think this is a great opportunity. I'm gonna chase this. I already have a lot of the things that I would use to, would need to do this. Contacts, all the right people. Just have to get them to help me. See where this YouTube journey leads me. Because I need to make money. I have no job. It's almost gone. Almost gone. And I've applied for jobs. Like for multiple jobs in restaurants. Especially in restaurants. I've worked in restaurants. And I love working in restaurants. Or I loved it. Amazing job. So much fun. Making food for people. Making people happy. Serving them the food. I love this stuff. I really do. The sides are quite well. It's gonna look incredible. It's so sharp, so clean. This side is finished. You cannot see the... You can still see the burn mark. Sadly, you can still see it. But I'm not sure if it really is the burn mark at this point, or if it's just the way that this wood looks. This could be infinitely more easier. Infinitely more easy. If I had the tools, I wouldn't do it by hand. No, on this side it's just, I don't know, it's just gone by now. Why doesn't it work on this side? Now it worked. Now it's gone. No more burn mark. The rest is just how the wood looks. Let's have a look at this one once more. This is gonna be amazing. Yeah, for a perfect result, I'm gonna have to use power tools. There's no way around it. There is no way around the use of power tools in this case. This one is a little bit imperfect, but it is, I don't know. It's okay. I'm gonna create the perfect ones. Let's try. This is fine. People say perfectionism is a problem. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Yeah, it's a curse. Definitely. Because there's a lot of things that I cannot do. But because I'm afraid of failing. Stuff like this I can do. And I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. Even though it's not perfect. It's great. And I made it myself. And it was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed the process. Very much enjoyed the journey. So here you go. I said I was gonna finish the night, and then I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna go and keep recording all of this.